Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of the Breaking Skyrim, How to Break Skyrim, Skyrim Getting Broken, something to do with Breaking Skyrim series. That is such a terrible name, but this is episode 2. In the first episode, if we come over here to the lumber mill in Riverwood, we began our... Sorry, something stuck in my throat. We began our item dump. As you can see, this is obviously not lowering the frames in any way, shape or form at the minute, but this is just a small picture. Obviously the big picture would be this entire area, lake included, full to the brim, so you virtually can't see the water flow anymore, full to the brim with items, and this covering as much of the map as possible. So yes, pretty much get right to it. I will not actually be showing you guys the collecting of the items in each episode. It will contain about 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 item dumps. So in between episodes I'll be playing this in my own time, going through the campaign, different areas of the game, getting items, just, you know, fighting my way through Skyrim as you do. I have got myself to level 4, but as you can see here, I have 304 out of 305 item capacity. I'll be giving you a general rundown of where I got my stuff from. I did go to Anisa's cabin, get a lot of alchemy ingredients from her. I did go to this mine, get loads of armour, knives, burnt books, stuff like that from there. Went through, came out the other side of the cave, which comes out somewhere around here. Went to Whiterun and just generally got a few things from around the Whiterun area. Went to the chest under the map and got some stuff from there. Got a full inventory. So let's get right into this item dump. Now, I don't know if I just want to keep piling it on the same bit and letting it pour out, or just trying to get the area generally covered. It's usually when an item starts stacking up that the game starts lagging. Let's have a gander at the items. I do have a hunting bow, so let me just quickly favourite that and take off the longbow. Chuck the longbow on the floor, and 5 iron daggers on the floor, pickaxe, steel daggers, 2 steel swords, belted tunic, boots, clothes, fine boots, hide braces, hide shield. Drop that. Okay, still no change. As you can see, it's just painting that bit a bit. Move a few more feet back. I'm generally trying to paint the entire map. Leather boots, slap. I like just doing one ring around myself and letting that drop to the floor. So let me just get this, some of these potions, not going to be doing any of these. And drop. Ah yes, we're starting to spill down there. Oh, that's going to make a fine slide. Item's going to be rolling off just all the way around the map. Quickly get the food. We did grab quite a lot of food. I try not to grab more than 5 of an item, just because it does obviously take longer to drop if you don't have 5. Well, if you've got more than 5 of an item, you've obviously got to drop them in a bit more of an annoying way. But there we go, drop all that vegetable stuff. There we go, still nothing. Not too bad, Skyrim, not too bad. To be fair, if it was starting to lag at this level, I would be getting quite annoyed at Skyrim. This is very much for the game to handle at the minute. This is where the items get a bit bigger and a bit more complex with stuff like this. I know, kettles, lanterns, leather strips, a few of these, quills, a few ruined books, some shovels, skull, 7 tankards. God, my item storage count has dropped quite distinctively. And boom! Okay, I don't know if you guys noticed that, you probably won't be able to tell in the video, but it did just drop by about 1 frame for like a second or 2. I did notice a tiny little spasm when I did that walk through here. Yeah, all seems to be running well. So this is the first item dump of this episode. As you can see already, this is absolutely stupid. We have absolutely covered this bit of the mill here. Now just picture that, but across the entire map. So you walk to here, all the beautiful hills here, all of this, all of that water will be absolutely covered. It will look absolutely stupid if the game even can handle just this one town being dumped in. Now there is a lever somewhere around here, which I should be able to press. I want to see, actually I've not got a log ever. I want to see what happens if I dump this here. Will this do anything once this log is dumped on top of all the items? I'm sure you guys are all wondering. Let's have a look. Let's get one of these and dump it on top of all the items. Oh, okay, yes, that did actually lower the frames by a fair little bit. Probably because all the items just got crushed. Okay, now let's see what happens when I choose to move this. Come on, Skyrim. Log. Okay, nothing much. There is a tiny bit of lag. I am seeing a little bit, just a smidge. It is actually pushing a few of the rock wobbler eggs and wooden bowls off this bit here. So this is how I'm going to generally push my items onto that. Just going to generally just let this thing do most of it for me. Tip those items off there. Wait, there's actually a blue mountain flower, which has also going, and a potato. This is like a very weird conveyor belt of just garbage. There you go, now it's just becoming part of that. Beautiful. Yes, there is all this being pushed. Okay, so that's it for the first item dump. There'll be 2 or 3 more of these, I'd say. These episodes will probably be like 1 a week, just because it does take me a very long time to obviously get these items. Oh, hang on, stuff appears to be rolling off. Oh, just imagine this when it's all over the map. I'm trying to get in this episode, just this bit up here covered, just from that end to this end, and probably spearing down this kind of rampway around here and start filling this bit down here. Episode 2, I don't know if I'm going to spill more that way, try and just cover this bit, this bridgey bit around here, this general tree around here. Then I may start going that way a bit, just so I want to be able to look at it from any angle and just see it painted. Let's see these people's reactions to this. It's just... Nope. I always forget not to stand too close to the people. Let's have a look. So he's kicking that wooden plate. Let's have a look at what he does when he actually reaches.
Got business here in Riverwood,
oh, stop talking to me, just go away. Well, yes, there is business here in Riverwood. My business is just this. Can you stop? Why are you this talkative? Shouldn't just standing on the general street next to me, he's just going on a ramblings. Oh no, no, don't dump another log on this. Oh no, please, the game won't handle this. Don't, oh yeah, I think that the game's gonna crash when I start filling this place up more in episodes 3 and 4 and just, he's gonna start doing all that. Just dumping logs, and it'll just keep pushing my stuff off.
We work hard.
After he decides to talk to me. Okay, so that's it for the first item dump. I'm gonna cut now to the second item dump. This video is going to be really short for you guys, probably like 10-20 minutes just of a few item dumps, but for me it's going to be really long because I'm saying here now I'm going to cut to the item dumps and I really wish I could. You guys are probably going to be like, why don't you just mod it and get infinite items, but where would the fun in that be? Obviously if I was just going to do that, this would be 1 episode long. I'd just literally just drop infinite items until the game turns itself off and then I'd be like, there you go, that's how much Skyrim can take, yeah, done. Whereas this can stretch off across months. It could actually be an interesting series you guys can keep coming back to, giving suggestions, it's more interactive. It's obviously a much better idea. But yes, I do want to cover this entire bit. But yeah, this is a lot longer for me. You guys will just see it as a quick cut. It will just go to the next item dump. But for me, it's like, okay, now where on the map do I want to go now? I'm probably going to go for Bleak Falls Barrow. It'll be about an hour or 2 now till I get another full inventory. Just Bleak Falls, grab every single sword, dagger, and burnt book, and just thing along the way. And then come back with another full inventory, dump again. Then for a third item dump in each episode, I'm going to have to go again. Could maybe start doing some caves, the fort around here, then continue the campaign, maybe just rob everything from the Greybeard's place, go to some houses and some towns I don't really care about, rob some stuff, buy a load of stuff from the store, just ingots for days. And yeah, it will take a very long time. But yes guys, let's cut now to the next item drop. Back in Riverwood for the second dump. Now, it's been about an hour since the first dump. In that time I have gone through Bleak Falls Barrow, came out of Bleak Falls Barrow, haven't been back to the Yell yet, and I got a bit sidetracked trying to just find items, just kind of scuttled my way all the way up, and realised I was going a bit far when I reached Rowickstead. It's been about an hour and a half. I've gone all the way from Bleak Falls Barrow, zigzagged my way up to Rowickstead, clearing out every cave along the way, just getting general items. And yes, as you can see, the items are still here. I've not actually been back since the first dump. Oh my god, that looks a lot worse when you come back. Oh, there are so many items here. Okay, this time I'm going to go to the other side, more towards this side now. This side's looking a bit bleak. Gotta add more to this side. Now we're sitting firmly on 291 out of 310. I did find myself a pair of orcish blades, or orcish swords, these melee weapons instead of the imperial ones I used to have. Let's start off dropping the iron daggers, 5 of those, a staff of courage and a steel dagger. Apparel, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that correctly. This, that for braces, for boots, a gold necklace, hide armor, hide boots, hauling. I did find those, which is quite fitting. Carrying capacity is increased. I think I will put that on at some point, or disenchant it, so I'll actually keep onto that. One of the few items I don't drop. Iron shield, robes of destruction, drop all these, drop all those. Let's see, frostbite venom, resist fire, strength, water breathing frenzy, and some poisons and drop. Ooh, I noticed the frames lower a tidgy bit there when I dropped those. Okay, so it's going to be the last dump on the actual top of this place, then we're going to go down a bit. So scrolls, let's drop these 3. Food, I've got quite a lot of food, just mash square as furiously as I can. Potatoes, let's drop as many potatoes as I can, and then, oh, hang on, there we go. Potatoes, drop all of those, that should be it for food. I see the frames lower little bits every time I do that. Right, food did not actually satisfy me very much in terms of how much it filled. I have been picking up a load of books and stuff like that. Let's just read them all, make sure I get all the stuff from them. Read all the journals, drop all these onto the floor. Yep, bring the cord to Lucan. Song of the Alchemist, done that. Clairvoyance, learn that. Tattered journal. A couple more books, 2 copies of the book Fiefs. Yes, okay, so drop amethyst, baskets, buckets, common soul gems, deer hides. The Dragonstone, I'm just kidding. You can't drop quest items. Embling, all this, some garnets, some lanterns, leather strips, this. Okay, let's just leave that as that. That should be enough on this side of this top bit. Obviously we're trying to cover the map, not utterly break the game just for this one thing. Now the frames are lowering a bit just off here. I mean, that is mad, just looking at that alone. What we've done in 2 episodes is just paint that top bit. Items sadly will not stay up here, they will most likely slide down, but I'll do my best to cover this bit as well. Quill, roller, paper, saw, shovel, skull, 7 tankards. Let's drop all 7 of these. A torch, wolf pelts, and a load of different wooden bowls, ladles, and wooden plates, and drop. There we go. Look, I tried, it just flows down to the bottom of there, but that looks beautiful as is. Okay, I'm noticing frames are actually a bit, the turning especially, I'm noticing it is jumping the odd frame while turning. And yeah, I can see that it is, instead of, say if it was running at 60, I'd say now I've got it to about 50 something, maybe 50. Just because that in particular there, I'm guessing dropping a log on that would break the game, which I don't want to try doing just yet. Because I believe my recording footage would just die if the game crashed altogether. So yes, that is the second item drop, I believe. I'll probably do one more just because it's already starting to lag a bit and I don't want to break it by episode 2 because that will not be a very long going series. I do obviously want to cover the map just no matter where I go here. Let's see if it lags all the way around Riverwood. The turning is just a bit off. Actually, it seems to be getting a bit smoother the more I go over here. Yeah, no, smoothing definitely seems to be going a lot smoother over here. Turning, yep, smooth, smooth. About 1 frame or so lag it. I guess it's just when it starts rendering them in. Yeah, I'm noticing the frames do get a bit laggier when I get around here. Just, well, obviously, the obvious reason is just because this. I can't wait for that man to come and dump a log on there and most likely crash my entire game. It'll push some items as well out and onto this loggy bit. The potato appears to have become one with this. There's some items scuttling around here. I think for the next dump, I may just generally drop in this bit, just try and cover this bit with the next dump, this general circle bit here I'm circling. Just generally starting there, lapping around there, just covering that little bit there. Then we'll move in the next episode around, try and cover this whole outside a bit, including on top of these logs. And then just across the next, up to about episode 5 or 6, I would hopefully have covered most of the main outdoorsy bit of Riverwood. I'm not going to be doing inside as well, because that will be rendering while I'm outside, so that won't really do anything to the frame rate. I will do it in certain houses, like Breeze Home, stuff like that. I'll most likely try and auto paint the inside of Breeze Home, so you open the door and it crashes, just off the sheer amount of objects that are inside the door. I will need to make regular backup saves. Oh, I could dump a load of stuff inside that water wheel and just watch it churn objects around inside the water. But yes guys, that is the second dump. There'll be one more in this episode. If it took about an hour and a half to do that going through main places, it'll probably take about 2 to 3 hours to get items again to fill my inventory. A second time, I'm probably going to start buying items at some point. Just, I may keep amethyst and stuff like that, just expensive items to sell. Just, you know, so obviously get money. At the minute we're sitting on 2,400, which isn't too bad. I'll probably just go to the chest in Dawnstar and take everything, so this may only take about 10 minutes to come back here. I'll just literally click square, take all, see if it fills my inventory, drop the heavier stuff if it does, and then come back and do another dump, and that should be the end of this episode. So okay, let's go now to the next dump. Okay, we are back in Riverwood. You know what, that went a lot quicker than I thought. I've been gone for about 5 minutes. I literally went to the invisible Dawnstar chest, press square, my capacity actually went to 400. I had to drop some of the iron armors, the iron banded armor and stuff like that, but now I have another full inventory, 305 out of 310 to drop, which is obviously a load of items. Mainly weaponry and armor, stuff like that. There's actually quite a lot of that, so let's drop all these different hunting bows, iron mace, iron sword, iron warhammer, steel greatsword, and 2 wooden swords. Now that is it for the weapons. Boots, we got this, that, the hauling I can keep. To be fair, I'm struggling enough to fill my inventory at the minute, so you know what, hauling can go as well. Conjuration, yep, that can go as well. Let's just drop that. Yeah, it's a bit, not as much as I was hoping. Let's move a bit this way, just to get more stuff this way. Skooma, we got aversion to shock, poison, 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 poison. Okay, ingredients. We have, actually no, I'm not going to drop ingredients yet. Bear pelt, tunics, charcoal, child's dolls, soul gems, dwarven ingots, girls' dresses, glasses, goat hides. Grand soul gems I'll keep, they're quite expensive. Hawker, ice, iron ore, kettles, lesser soul gems, petty soul gems. Let me drop that one, and then these 5. That one, and a tankard. Boom. Okay, down there as well is looking quite painted. You can see where I'm standing because it kind of doesn't get filled. There is also a lit torch in the middle of that. I feel like if I get too many of those it will crash straight away, just because lit torches will obviously be constant animations and stuff like that. Constantly going on. Now this does look like it may crash if I do it again. So I might record what I have here and then do a quick clip at the end of just me testing how bad the frames go when I drop that stuff up there. Let's just put that in the middle there just so it doesn't look as stupid. There you go, and how it's like they're all circling a wolf pelt. Just toss the occasional wolf pelt around. I can't even pick that up, it's not letting me. Kettle, can I pick that up? I can pick that up. There you go, to space it out a bit. Okay, that should pretty much be it for episode 2, guys. As you can see here, in just 2 episodes, I've already covered the entirety of the Riverwood London Mill. You can tell if I wanted to cover the entire map, it will be hundreds of episodes long, which is probably not what I'm going for. I'm probably just going to do all of Riverwood by, hopefully before the end of episode 10, Riverwood, and then I'll do another 10 episodes on a different area, maybe Whiterun. So if you guys see this episode like months after it's uploaded and episode 10 is already out, I would recommend, most likely, unless you do guys want to see the process, you guys could just skip a few episodes if you just want to see the big sizable changes, and if you want an explanation then obviously just watch the other videos. If you just skip ahead and you realise I've done something massive in that short space of time, maybe I found a new strategy for getting items or something, then you would go back. Okay guys, I'm going to record that as a clip and then going to test dumping a log. Thank God most of the stuff is off it, but let's give that a test run now. Okay, let's test putting a log on this. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. I'm sorry Skyrim if you crash, you guys probably won't see this clip if it does, but let's try it anyway. And tally up. Okay, running. Good, seems to be working. Good job Skyrim, you're doing decent. Okay, seems to, yeah, that seems to be running smoother than I thought. That seems to be running almost as smooth as it was before. I think the first one was only worse because I think there was a pelt or something under it when it crashed. Oh, that is beautiful, that's what I like to see. Oh, look at that, it's like a trash compactor. Yep, just push it all off the edge. Yep, all of it gone. Down there, nice and down the side. The amount of expenses if I just took all this and sold it rather than dumping it. And my character would be one of the richest accounts just straight off the bat, just because the Staffs of Fury alone which sell for a good 100. There's just armor pieces around here, there's so many gems, and there's a good grand worth of stuff here at least just to start. There's all the pelts, gems, there's all these soul gems just alone here. The potions alone probably sell for a few grand. Obviously these are like 75 a piece. There's a big potion that I remember rolling off. That's creepy, just having dolls and children close. Was it you? Yep, you're worth 300. Obviously it is stealing, I don't want to pick this up in front of the guards. But just going to put that in that bucket. Nah, shouldn't be just put it back to where it was, I'm a bit OCD. Just, it went to there on its own, so I'll leave it there on its own. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I've just thought of how to do this. A quick way of doing this, get a woodcutter's axe from that table over there and just chop logs endlessly. It'd take about an hour just to drop it all, but that could be one thing I could do since it's a lumber mill. Maybe I could mine ore in the endless ore vein next to the house you can buy at the Valewood Manor. No, no, don't drop logs, no, sir, sir, please. Sir, I insist. Don't keep doing this. No, there's a lot of stuff on that. No, come on, man. Oh, okay. Okay, well, you do that. You do you. Let me just go this way. To be fair, actually, I might dump some stuff in the water. I want to see how much floating out. If they actually float upstream, I will be a bit concerned because, oh, they float upstream. They float upstream. Oh, no. If I dump a whole inventory here, that will just crash it in one. I will never see this. Wait, stuff's already been doing it? There's wolf pelts and stuff. Oh no, we are talking, this stuff would go all the way to White Runoff waterfalls, and I'll be finding stuff. That's actually a really cool way of just dumping stuff across the map. Just this, and it'll just get like a funnel of stuff, and it'll go all up the map. And if I'm just randomly out on my travels, I'll record bits where I stumble upon items that I dropped ages ago. Like, it's just, oh, this is going to be so cool. This account alone's already quite fun. The actual dumping stuff's fun, the actual playing itself is fun, because Skyrim is my favourite game of all time. The logs appear to be dropping lopsided. I believe they're meant to always drop symmetrical, just like nicely vertically down. I believe there is something trapping the items into falling lopsided, because, well, they've despawned now. Yes guys, that is it for this episode. To be fair, these guys like me, so I could literally just take stuff from there. But that is it for episode 2 of the How to Break Skyrim series. There is already stuff pouring out, rolling around here. Random cabbages, is that? Rock wobbler eggs just dropping around here. There's a basket here. Stuff will obviously move on its own with pedestrians kicking it around, as you can see. Stuff will obviously get kicked around on its own, so stuff will just naturally move around the map. Obviously not very far, but if I drop some, if I find just where the very end of the stream's flowing from, drop an inventory full of stuff, and then look, it'll split off into multiple different streams. I'll never predict where stuff's going to go. Bits will be getting caught everywhere and going all the maps. Yes, the next time I might go right in the centre on those rocks over there, drop a load of stuff there, and just watch the flow down there. That'll be very good. You guys need to remind me of just any ideas that you guys have. Please leave in the comments down below. I'm hoping you're enjoying the series as much as I am. This is just very cool to look at. Just the amount of garbage going up here and just seeing that. In fact, it's a lot more clean now. He's done about 5 or 6 of those. He's actually pretty much cleaned them in the middle of that. But yeah, I mean, that just means he has pushed a lot of it off down here. Oh yeah, he has just pushed it all underneath there. Yes, the stuff's naturally just gonna... Oh. Yep, as you can see, yep, stuff floats. The cabbages and stuff don't appear to float very well. There's already... How much stuff is in this water? I can't really tell. I can't really tell. But yeah, stuff is just floating. Where did that basket end up going? Yeah. All the way over there. It's going slowly. Obviously it's near the shoreline, so it is very slowly rolling its way up. But when there's enough items in the water, they will eventually form a nice like ring around the water, so stuff won't be able to get out of the water, so it'll keep flowing forever. But yes, as you can see, nice little water effect there, splashing on that thing. But as you guys can see, that is it for the end of episode 1. Let's grab these salmons. My brain's kind of been trained now just to see anything as possible drops. I could just drop ingredients, to be fair, and that would probably do a quite a sizable chunk to the game, but they would take a while to drop. But yes, that is it for episode 1. Leave a comment down below for any other videos you would like to see from you mad bros. That is it for not episode 1, episode 2. Here's to episode 3. It will be good. I'm hoping to drop some stuff just around the lumber mill, maybe a handful of items, maybe 20-30 items in the water, just to see if in the later episodes I do find a caught on the bridge, or maybe a completely different part of the map. There will be more Borderlands 3 Easter egg videos. The Rick and Morty one has just released. If you've not seen that and you like Rick and Morty, I've been watching a bit of season 4. I think I'm on episode 2 of that. Well, I just watched episode 2. I'm waiting for the rest to be released. If you guys like Rick and Morty, you will probably like the Easter egg that's in Borderlands 3. There is a Rick and Morty Easter egg mini boss, which I'll show you guys how to get to and the stuff it can drop. It's called Wick and Warty in that game though, not quite Rick and Morty, but yes, it does have blue hair, they open portals, it's obviously Rick and Morty. That's where all that stuff ended up, just down there. But yes, there will also be a second Borderlands 3 Easter egg video of Tennis riding a fish, maybe a Trevor Saves the Easter egg video that will only be a minute or two long, where I did find Claptrap in Trevor Saves the Universe. He is only an ornament, but he is quite big, he was quite cool to look at, so there'll be like a 2-minute long video of just showing where that is. It is in the DLC, but the DLC is free to download. It wasn't very hard to find. I accidentally just saw him and was like, oh my god, it's Claptrap. My reaction was just like, oh, I love Borderlands series, so just seeing him in Trevor Saves the Universe was really pleasing. And there should hopefully be either a Skyrim VR or Borderlands 2 VR video coming out within the next week or so. I know I keep saying that, I keep putting off to do series live, but yes, I will try my best to get at least one of those out, either a next episode of the Borderlands 2 VR or the next episode of the Skyrim VR series. But since I'm doing loads of Skyrim on this, it must likely be Borderlands, so I won't feel like doing like multiple hours grinding on this and then also doing multiple hours playing through the Skyrim VR, because obviously I will get burnt out. But yes guys, that should be it for this video. I'll see you all in the next video, but for now, peace.